Welcome to another episode of ASMR Review. I am doing a slightly different setup that I may not really do again. This is just a test one. See how it comes out. There's no spoiling that this one is going to be on Phoenician Sailor. Now, Phoenician Sailor does not lend himself to much outside information. He's in a very political climate due to living in Washington, D.C., that is. I hinted that he would be my next review in the Ephemeral Rift review. Phoenician Sailor is one of the ASMR creators I always come back to. Phoenician Sailor is like the John Tron of ASMR. He comes out with videos whenever seemingly he feels like it. He's not really on any kind of schedule. He's more when inspiration strikes. I can definitely tell he is an anxiety-ridden creator where if he's going to do something, if he is going to put out a video, it's going to be exactly right for him. There's nothing wrong with that. He doesn't put out videos all the time. So if he is your favorite or becomes your favorite, you will definitely need to be a little patient with him. However, your patience will reward you. He is a man of many talents. He, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, made the intro for Ephemeral Rift's Margaret videos. I'm also not sure if he still uses that, but it was definitely in a few. He is a man of music. I believe game design is his profession. And his ability to create videos, create the camera angles, the lighting, the background, the amount of work this man puts into his videos, the dedication he has. He's another one that deserves so many more subscribers than what he has. Now let's check into that, because I know people enjoy the keyboard sounds. I don't know how well this is going to pick it up. Oh, he did just come out with something. Oh, I must have missed that one. Gonna have to watch it. He has 75, almost 76,000 subscribers, which is not anything to scoff at all. However, he has almost 100 videos, and each one of them is beyond incredible. One of my favorites being the True Detective ASMR. I've never watched True Detective, and you don't need to for this. The prop work, the backdrops, the references, the role plays. The role plays he has are incredible. He even recognizes that there are a lot of just kind of white guys with beards in media. So he has been taking advantage of that in what he does. He has his Broadchurch one. That's pretty good too. He does Walking Dead. God, what's that character called? The guy with the bat and the barbed wire. From Walking Dead. I don't remember. I don't really watch things. Anyway. The Last of Us, Westworld, True Detective, like I said. Life is Strange. The Witcher, Far Cry. He does so many things. His Doctor series are probably some of my favorites. The Binaural Doctor. The amount he dedicates to looking into the camera, addressing you as the viewer, but also as some kind of engine for plot in an already existing story or his. I'm going to say it's unrivaled. If I had to give an award for personal attention. Now I'm thinking of other ASMR creators. He'd be in the running, absolutely, for that award. I'd have to nominate a couple others. I don't know if I'd be able to give one. I think a couple people would be taking home that reward. Or that award. He has some traditional ASMR. His concentrated binaural ASMR is probably some of the most intense sounds I've heard. Intense, controlled whispers. If you're big into whispering, this man's content for the lesser amount of videos, say in comparison to Ephemeral Rift, the only other one I've reviewed at this point, the quality goes through the roof versus quantity. Now, Ephemeral Rift does a lot more comedy. He'll do silly things. He'll do puns. Phoenician Sailor does a lot more drama story, typically, in what he does. Or thriller style, thriller genre videos. Even the binaural barber. You think you're just gonna go sit down into this haircut roleplay, or this barber roleplay, whatever you want to call it. And he sits you down and in the most relaxing way bombards you with, you're in this scenario where there's a bunch of other people around watching him take care of you. At least keeping tabs. I don't know how this man does any of this. I know radio and podcasting more than film or cameras or whatever. This guy proves that he knows what to do with a camera. All of his backdrops, at least most of them as far as I know, are real setups. It's not a green screen. Whatever you see, he has, and it's actually set up behind him or in front of him, or the props he uses. It's all him, and it's all real. He does some collaborative work, most of it, I believe, being with Ephemeral Rift. Although, he did just release a video with Karuna Satori ASMR, who I don't know. So I hope I got that name right. No. He did another one with ASMR Creations. That was that one was funny. That one was very good. Both of them together, I never saw that combo coming, and when it did, I watched it a million times. Extremely entertaining. When the minds of these two come together, being Ephemeral Rift and Phoenician Sailor, they're wild. I don't know how these things happen. I know geographically they're pretty close, but when they visit each other, it's, oh my god, it's the best thing. Him on his own though, because I have to say something. I've been trying to record this for, I don't know, 45 minutes, and it's like every other word is please let me speak today. I have to say some negatives. And those will come up. Give me 1 sec. My personal rating for this man, I know he said that we are doing halves, right? Yes. I give him a 9.5. Not a 10, only because he gets into some political back and forth. He has a video of him unboxing Trump, the board game, I think. He has one that where he just talks politics. I don't care if you're one way or the other. If you talk about politics, it, at the minimum, makes me feel uneasy, or I have to watch what I say, or watch how I'm interpreting information, so I don't say or think the wrong thing. It makes me uncomfortable. So, he doesn't do it a lot. He doesn't do it in videos where he hasn't labeled it pretty much outright. like the Trump unboxing, or what, he has a video on gun control, the future, and the march for our lives. I don't mind these things, to talk about these things. I don't mind them. I don't mind talking about them. I don't want them in my ASMR. Mine, personally. I'm not calling him out on it. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's his channel. But for me, personally, that's what knocks it down. Because then there are whole videos of him talking about that. So, I don't want to stay on that. That is the only thing that knocks down for me. The next thing. So, to look at him more objectively. Number one, I will say, not objectively, non-biased, right? ASMR's, it's like music. You can't objectively say that one group or singer-songwriter is better than another. Because some people like music that maybe you think is complete garbage. It's just how opinions work, and that's fine. Maybe some are more popular than others, but for me, trying to be as objective as possible, I feel like Phoenician Sailor, with the amount of work that goes into it, I don't think he's a perfect ASMR creator. However, I do think he deserves more than Ephemeral Rift. I will put him at that 9 spot. So, if you don't like the political views, that's fine. Most of his videos are not political. I want to stress that, because I know there are a lot of people who avoid it. He's got, almost 100 videos. Maybe 10. Maybe. Or around, right? Are political. Or have some political themes. I just believe he deserves more. The quality of each video, even though you will be waiting a little while to be getting videos, the quality is incredible. I can't go into how many little ins and outs, little baubles that have to fill up each little cubicle of a background shelf that he needs. But if something is empty, if something is slightly off, he needs to redo the video. He needs to figure it out, refit a situation. I think he deserves more than he gets. A lot more than he gets. And that'll do it for me. So, Phoenician Sailor, be happy, be healthy, drink a lot of water, make good decisions. Bye, guys.